Hi viewers, so here I am today up island on Vancouver Island, about an hour and a half away from home, and this is Cathedral Pines, and I'm going to show you Cathedral Pines. You'll learn a little bit about it, and here's where we are. I'll go a little bit closer so you can see the sign, but you can always pause it and read the sign as we are here at these trees, which are anywhere from 300 to 800 years old if you read the sign in front of us. Again, you can pause the video here and read it at your leisure. And this gives you an idea, one of the trees lying here, the size of it. In a very busy place, Cathedral Pines, which is not too far from Parksville on the east coast of our island. And you can see the people that are here today. It's a lovely sunny day, about 8 or 9 degrees, and we're going to be taking a little tour into these massive trees, which you can see right here. I'm going to show you this one, and up we go all the way up, and they're even taller when we get inside. So it gives you an idea, viewers, of what to expect if you get a chance to come to our island and Cathedral Pines. No smoking, no weed, no vaping. Yay! And here we go, starting our walk along. So I'm not going to do the entire walk. I'm going to give you bits and pieces along the way. Here's a little welcome to the park, which again you can stop at your leisure and make it bigger if you want to read more about that. So welcome to Cathedral Grove. It's an old forest. The trees will live for many, many years, but they still have to watch for the diseases. And as down our way, down island, you have to leave the park on windy days. You can see that right here, because these things are what could fall on top of you. All right, and they are bigger once we get into the grove of trees. So we'll walk you a little bit here, and then when we see the spectacular huge trees, which are really within sight right now, you can get an idea of what we're looking at here. Amazing.
The maiden name.
It's a gorgeous day here. As I said earlier, sunshine coming up through these huge trees at Cathedral Grove, and around 8 degrees. We have light jackets on here. So I just want to show you. I go back this way, and just to show you, we have little jackets on, little hoodies, and that's all we need. It's quite nice here today. And thank you for joining me on this vlog, viewers. And we're going to go back around again and take you here on the trees that are coming ahead. And really the view is up here, not straight ahead of me. So here's where you see the height of some of these trees here at Cathedral Grove. So from where we live, it took us about an hour and 40 minutes, hour and 30 minutes. Just amazing. And all the way here right down to the ferns on the ground cover. It's unbelievable. You see the size of the stumps over here that are left. There's a lovely view. And the moss that hangs on all the trees. You can see the moss that's on the trees over here, all in this area, which is in most places on the island. Here's a close-up of view so you can see the moss that's all on this tree stump right here. And even these stumps, there are little trees growing up through them. Can you see that right here, viewers? There you go. And the moss that's hanging from the trees here. Amazing. Lovely, lovely spot.
And it's dropping from the sky. You see
Yeah,
that?
and you can see, yeah, see bits and pieces of moss dropping down here. Yes, I saw it, yeah.
Sure, on a windy day it would even be more.
Yeah. And viewers, I'm not alone today here. As we're doing this vlog for you today, that's my hubby up front there in the burgundy. And that's our friend Lisa, who's visiting him from Ontario, and she's gobsmacked at the not only the trees but the mountains that are all around us that you can't see at the time, but very high mountains. And if you live in central Ontario, we're not talking Horseshoe Valley, Mount St. Louis kind of mountains. We're talking mountains that go way up, just like these trees. I'm going to show you again because the view is up here. And you can see how tall these are. These trees are all protected. Very, very tall. And we'll move this around for you. You can see the beautiful blue sky that's up there. Lots of blue sky way up here. And viewers, you can see by the sign, it's saying leave nature undisturbed. And I'm showing you another view. This area here is quite pretty. And it should show up well in high def on your screens. It almost looks unreal. Mother Nature has made this such a perfect place. It almost looks totally unreal when you look at the size of these trees. We're very lucky to have this close to us on Vancouver Island, and if you're looking for a summer vacation anytime now, this would be a good place to come to the island and then come and see these massive, massive trees. Can't get enough green. And I'm going to walk over here a little bit and show you the trunk of this tree, if I can get a close-up of this tree right here. Now here's my hand from a distance, but you can see if I move my hand away, the size of my hand compared to the trunk of this huge tree. Absolutely amazing. You can see that some of the trees have fallen here, and other ones are coming up to take their place in this area. So we're going to go way over to this other far side now. We've come to a dead end where we're standing here on this little viewing platform. So we're going to pick you up again once we get to a pathway on the other side. And viewers, thank you for joining me today on this Rob Blog. It is a vlog, but it's called Rob Blog. And we'll get to the other side and we'll pick up again. Okay, viewers, here we are back again on the other side. And I want to remind you, if you come here, parking is tight. Now, we were just making a little comment about they can't really cut down these trees to make more room for parking. The parking is right off the highway, which is number 4. And yeah, so weekends probably stay away. We're doing this on a Thursday before Easter weekend. And I want to show you, look at the size of this root. And this tree goes way up over there, covered with moss. And then this is the other tree that is underneath it here. And this tree goes all the way up there. Way up to the other side, you can see it up here. And lots of lovely lovely green things on the forest floor here at Cathedral Grove. I'm just going to go up to the side here and show you these other trees. Again, all covered with moss. This is about, I see at least 3 huge trees all on top of one another here at the corner. And we're going to go by a little puddle of water which is here, and walking up this way towards this massive beauty right here. Again, just amazing. I'm kind of expecting Robin Hood and his merry men to come galloping through the forest. Now there, if you can see it on your screen, is a massive root. Look at the size of the roots on this tree. It's on its side, and this is the tree all the way down here. Now they have cut this one off. Some of these trees they have cut because they're being close to the pathway, or they wanted to make the pathway. And now here you go. Here's the root. This is the largest root I've seen so far. Look at the size of this tree, the roots that have come over here. It's just amazing. And I think we have some wildlife here somewhere too that's a little upset that we're in its environment here. It's just up over here, a little squirrel right up over, who seems to be quite angry at us right now. Can you see the squirrel over here? There he goes, down there. He's very mad that we're coming in and taking pictures at his park today. And here you go. Here are these trees up at the top into the sunshine. Another glorious, glorious spot here. And we walk up through this way. More of these huge trees that are absolutely covered with moss today. So it's quite amazing. And now as you see, we have some lovely sunshine here too that we can look at. So here's what the base of this tree looks like. You'd have to reach farther around than that, Lisa, yeah, so Lisa's giving you an idea here, and she's barely a third of the way around this tree, and it reaches all the way up there to the top. And that's it. And there's another big one over here. Well, you know what? I think all of them are big. They're all large trees, so it's a little redundant me saying that. Here's the size of this one here. Little cutout. Look at this. This is bigger still than the one I just showed you. This one right here. Look at the massive amounts of moss that are all over this tree all the way up. So you know the side which is in more shade. And from the dampness. It's just amazing. It's green. Green moss all the way up. And take you right down here to the big base of this tree. Now viewers, I want you to look down there and see the mud. There's huge puddles here and there. And let me tell you, this is not the color of shoe to wear walking through this grove of trees. Wrong color to choose. Too much mud, but we'll fix that up later. And here we are at a river that's running through. If I find out the name of the river, I will put it up on the screen, which will be down along here somewhere. And here's this river flowing all the way around. And even a tiny little island right here. And viewers, once again, thank you so much for tuning in to this Rob blog, which is a vlog, but it is a blog. And I'm just going to swivel around here just so you can see me for a second. And here we are as we're doing this tour of Cathedral Grove. It's gorgeous in here. It's not too chilly. It's a little chilly on the nose perhaps, but basically it's just a good day, some sunshine, beautiful blue skies on the island. And we're just about to cross this little footbridge right here. And we'll cross it. just to let you see what's ahead. Now, apparently there's a huge tree in here that we can sit in, so we'll see if that's along this particular route here that's just ahead of us. And we'll give you a little chance to look here at this huge base of the tree, what's left here. This tree has fallen over, I would say, quite a few years ago. And you can see the roots that are all here. And these roots go right down to the side. And this area here was a bit of an overflow. I showed you earlier the river that's up here. And then there's a bit of an overflow that comes all down through this way. Very nice to look at. Very, very shady in this area right here too. Lots of shade. But ferns love it. So we're going to walk back out here. You can see all the roots that are down here in the area where we're walking. So we're just going to kind of be careful to get over these roots. Step away from the puddle. And then we're going to go back this way onto our pathway again. All the way up to the corner. And the highway is right here through there that we came on. So you can see how close it is to this stand of trees, tall trees, amazing trees. And if there are a few flowers here, and there's not many flowers out here, but this is the official flower of the province of Ontario. And yes, we have them in BC too. This is a trillium growing nicely down here. Another little one up behind. And another cluster here. Mother Nature is truly a florist because the way she's mixed over here, the fern, the trillium, and this beautiful moss right here. And I'll do a real close-up shot if I can of this trillium for you at the front. And there you go. Gorgeous. Trillium. The provincial flower of Ontario. And yet we have them here in British Columbia and here on Vancouver Island as well. I might, if I can, do a real close-up here for you, just so you can see how this moss hangs from the trees. Now, for those of you who haven't been out to the island, but maybe you've driven down I-75 getting to Florida, and you go through some of the southern states and you see the moss covered on the trees, you probably just think that that happens somewhere near Savannah, Georgia. But I can assure you, as you see the moss hanging here, that we have that very same moss hanging from our trees in the forest here on Vancouver Island. As I show you a good close-up of the moss. It really is quite pretty. And a few years ago, I took some of this moss, not from this particular tree, but I took some of the moss off a tree that I found along a walking path, and I put it on top of my nativity scene during the holidays, and put it back in a bag. Now, it does lose the green color, but it stays a nice beigey brown. And I just put it in a plastic Ziploc bag and save it for the next Christmas. Now, I suppose I could go out and rip a little bit of moss off every holiday season to put it on top of the creche, but I'm just using the same for about 3 or 4 years now. So yeah, beautiful walk through Cathedral Grove, and we're kind of you call it the east side of Vancouver Island to Parksville. And then you head west into the interior towards Port Alberni and Coombs. Well, Coombs comes first, then Cathedral Grove, and then Port Alberni. And that's how we're doing it today. You can see ahead, here's a massive tree right here. And you can see the people around it. So it gives you an idea how large the tree is when you can see the people that are really, really small. If I go up to this tree, way up at the top, It's like the Friendly Giant years ago. Look up, look way up, and I'll call Rusty. Beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. And there's the hubby over there. He's helping people take a picture. And our friend Lisa visiting from Ontario. I have their permission to film them today. And here they are up. You can see the folks away over here on this side getting their picture taken in front of this huge tree. And I think the hubby's back over here somewhere, hidden behind this tree, and taking a picture here. There we are. Beautiful tree. I'll get a little bit closer to this tree. Trying to keep the camera as steady as I can here. And at the same time, I'm trying not to walk in this. And again, just as a rule of thumb, viewers, if you're out here in this, and this over here, this is not what you should be wearing. Just a reminder. It's a little damp in here with the cover. So I'm going to let you see some trees as I work my way through this little bit of mud that I have to walk through. I'm trying very, very hard not to fall in the mud today. Should not be a good thing. And here we are at this tree. I'm going to get to the base of this tree, which won't even fit within the camera at this point. It's so large. And if I take your view way up here, long, long way up. And then you can see the tree to the one side of this one. It is all covered with moss as well. So humongous, humongous tree with the root system here. Smaller tree growing off the side of it as well. Beautiful, beautiful large tree.
So, I think we have to cap out at 60.
I'm going to turn the camera back towards me so you will see where I am standing. And here I am, viewers. Hello. And I'm actually standing inside one of these humongous trees. And if you can see here where I'm standing, you can see inside here. If I bring the camera in, it may get too dark, but let's see if you're going to be able to see this. And this is right up the inside of this huge tree. Okay? Look at that. Amazing. And this tree goes way up there. Just amazing. And here I am away down here. So thank you, viewers, for tuning in to my vlog today, this Rob vlog on my YouTube channel. Remember, it's 2-22, and love and joy be all around. And I thank you so much for joining me on this tour of Cathedral Grove on Vancouver Island. And until next time, take care of yourselves and bye for now.